Hey, Whiskey fans, I'm Chris.
And I'm Kara.
Kara, what do we have today?
Today we have Middle West. This is I know.
Double tap.
It is a weird bourbon coming in. Oh, I forgot. There's a lot of good stuff. This is a cask strength.
That's your baby now.
It's a single barrel.
Baby.
I forgot what we were doing.
Oh, okay.
It's a cask strength. It's a single barrel.
Yeah.
It is coming in at 126.9 proof or 63.45%.
I was thinking, please tell me the other number because I don't want to do math. I'm not in school and I ain't on the job. I ain't doing math.
So this is one of our... Is this our favorite distillery from Ohio? I think it can be called that.
We have sampled it out quite a bit as we put it in a blind with Shits and Vic.
Mr. Whiskey Shits.
Whiskey. You should go check that out.
We'll link to Big Vic and Livewire Whiskey in the description.
See what they thought.
Okay, are you still getting that vibe?
I'm not sure where you're going with this, but I am getting vibe.
Yeah.
What's your vibe? And I'll tell you my
So it's
vibe.
very surprising. There's this dark note, beautiful caramels with just a touch of cherry.
I'm getting grape.
Or grape. That reminds me of a certain product with antlers that's impossible to find and has dropped its...
Let's list all the names of animals with antlers, shall we? I would
Elk.
I would
Antelope.
only get the one just because of the bourbon. I don't know. This is like animal nature stuff.
Do jackalopes count?
Are they in a zoo? I don't even know what they are.
Okay.
Apparently they got antlers. I've heard of a jackalope.
That's not a real animal.
It's not?
I'm gonna go back to this whiskey.
I'm a city folk, okay?
If I can find one, I'm gonna put a picture of a jackalope right here.
Is it a chupacabra?
I'm pretty sure it's a rabbit with antlers.
Like, is that the same thing? Like a jackalope but like a chupacabra?
I don't think they attack.
Like they're not real? Like it's a...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very much like unicorns. But anyway.
I've seen a unicorn.
So this nose reminds us... I know, it sounds crazy. It sounds crazy. But this single barrel pick has notes of a particular batch of Stag Junior that I used to have.
Okay.
So that's the antlers that we're referring to. Obviously, it wasn't that coated, but...
That's the only reason why I know that one animal has antlers. Because of bourbon.
Bourbon
educates me.
I just can't get over the jackalope. Give me a sec.
2 hours later.
Oh, she's going on the palate already. You didn't give me any tasting notes on the nosing notes. You don't care.
You rolled by yourself.
Okay. Cheers.
I'll try to think what a jackalope looks like.
Oh my lord.
I know this is craft whiskey. We've tried their pumpernickel rye. We love that. It's so different, but in a very pleasant way. This does not drink crafty to me.
And it doesn't taste like a weeder.
No.
Oh, but okay. So I'm so slow. I apologize.
Oh.
This you can put up against a Weller foolproof pick.
That would probably beat it even in a blind. Just because some of the Weller foolproof picks tend to...
I'm just saying, because it might have that Buffalo Trace grapey. Some of the Weller foolproof picks that we've had have a note of grape.
Yes.
So I think that the fact that we're getting nuances of that could be why we thought it was Stag, but it's in fact similar to a Weller foolproof we have. That's where that's coming
Only that
from.
one bottle. Otherwise, some of the other ones
Who
we've
cares about
tried
the
have
rest of
been
them?
just not pleasant. They've been a little too spiky. I still think this, even going back to the taste, drinks more like a Stag.
Okay. I have
Just
to
because
say,
it has a dark fruits, it's got grape on it. For some reason, this grape note is just so pronounced to me, and it's got a nice, strong oakiness to it, but it's not overwhelming.
It's not bitter.
It's not hitting you over the head. What is it? Is it a 4x4 or do I say a 2x4? One of those.
So a 2x4 is a board, and a 4x4 is a truck.
So it's none of those. It's with that one animal.
It's a jackalope.
That one. It's good.
It is fantastic. So sometimes on high proof weeders, I get a really intense finish that's usually either peppery or this is
char.
There's just something lovely about this, and I think it's because it's my favorite Middle West.
This is really good.
Does it drink 126 proof to you?
I was gonna say unfortunately not, but I'm gonna say Thankfully not. Are you sure?
I would guess 117, honestly. It is...
120 max at the very, like...
126?
Yeah. It's not.
Can you tell that I'm gushing?
I'm not even getting a Kentucky hug because it's from Ohio.
That's true.
So when you get to that proof, there's no Kentucky hug.
It can't happen because of geography. Yep.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I know this is a pick, but because of the strength and the character that this pick has, I am super excited to just keep going back to more of their regular line. Yeah. We've had a couple of they have the specialty line that we've had before, that they do some crazy stuff and they finish it in like Oloroso sherry.
Yes, we tried that with Independent Joe.
Shout out to Independent Joe. Yes. Those are fascinating. Mm-hmm. Their like regular line is super solid. Yeah. That I don't know about you, but if they rarely taste this quality, and I'm not just saying they have to have the grapey note, they have to have the dark sugars. If they routinely drink this quality, I would much rather pick up one of these than hopefully win a lotto somewhere and get a steak junior.
And this was like no more than $70 if I remember correctly.
And I know the MSRP for Stag Junior is about like $60, but let's be honest, none of us are really getting it for $60, are we?
Yeah,
I think it's $120 out here now. On average.
Okay, well, we got lucky because we won in a lotto.
So let's not count that.
We're not going to count that. But if you're going to go find a stag, you have to either buy a bundle or you have to probably pay out the nose.
I once saw it for over $200.
What does that mean, out the nose? I don't know. Where are these phrases coming
There's just
from?
a lot of questions in this video that I'm not comfortable with. But that's okay.
Yep.
So I know this is like a fangirl type of video, and I didn't start out to mean it to be. But once you drink it again,
we're not boy band or girl band folks, so just nah.
But once you drink this whiskey, I think you will agree that what Middle West is putting out is really good and fascinating, and I think they're still under the radar and a little bit underrated. What do you say?
This is really good. So are you still getting cherry? Because I'm still getting grape.
Mm-mm.
I don't know why. Almost like a really grapey Eagle Rare.
Oh,
that kind of grape.
It's definitely it's open up to grape.
Does it have an age statement?
No.
Damn it.
Not on the bottle.
I don't think it's really that old.
No.
But it drinks like it has age though.
My guess would be 4 to 6 years old.
Probably, but it drinks like it's a much higher age statement than what it is. There's nothing youthful about it.
There's just something super crushable about it for high proof. Now, that's an overused phrase, but there's just something about this particular bottle that makes me go back to it.
You keep going back to it, it opens up.
It's dark.
And the sweetness, it's getting more of the caramels with it. Mm-hmm. And the sweet oak to it, like slightly toasted, but you get this char on the finish with the wood. It's like that deep char note. That's just like, I'm kind of expecting little black sediments in here while I'm drinking
the deep char is where I, every once in a while, get a touch of dark cherry. Oh. It's in the finish. Because on the mid palate, every once in a while, it's one of those, the more you drink it, you notice more of the grapey notes in the mid palate. Yeah. But this is,
This is not just pleasant. This is extremely amazing.
This is top tier bourbon, in my opinion.
I would take this over anything from the big distilleries.
Especially since you don't have to get rid of, trade in a kidney for it.
True.
That's always nice. I like my kidneys where they are.
I would say give up a firstborn for it, but, my eggs are getting up there, and I don't know about that.
Nobody wants that.
No.
So what do you guys think about what's coming out of Middle West from Ohio's, dare I say, best distillery coming out of Ohio?
The Ohio.
That's for
Scott.
Scott Pigsley. Shout out to Fifth Quarter Tailgate. Mm-hmm. What do you guys think about this bourbon and also other things? Give us your comments and or tasting notes below. And while you're there, smash that like button because it really helps the channel.
Why do we have to smash it? That's violent.
Sometimes I don't know.
The smashing.
That's a great question.
Unless it's like Donkey Kong smashing, that's fine.
Mario, smash it. Yeah. Smash it like Mario. And if you like the channel, please subscribe. Turn on those notifications so you can be notified of the next video dropping.
Yeah. Put them here, tickle our fancies, whatever. No smashing involved.
I know it's not surprising, but...
I fancy this whiskey.
I fancy this whiskey.
And I hope you find one and fancy it as well.
I hope you do. Cheers.